Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney and my channel is all about connecting with crystals, learning about their metaphysical benefits, and really just becoming aware of this unique energy that's available to all of us. So thank you for joining me. Today's video, I've actually wanted to make this video for quite a while now, and with the timing of going back to school, this is a prime time to release this video. I'm gonna be going over some crystals for students. Maybe you are about to take on a new course or something new in your life. Maybe you're doing a training, whatever it may be. Maybe you need more focus in your life. I'm really excited to dive into all these crystals. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. If you are a returning subscriber, let me know by liking this video right now, or if you're just excited to learn about these crystals for students, give me a big like, it really does help me out. So for the flow of this video, I'd love to go over kind of like the energy of going back to school or just the energy of being a student. I think there's a lot of other things that kind of go into our energy when we are pursuing education. So I'm going to be highlighting crystals that kind of mesh well with that. And then I wanted to share with you some crystal pairings that you can do to kind of enhance the intention or whatever you're kind of looking to bring into your life as you're going back to school or with your education, whatever it may be. And then I'll be finishing off this video with some intentions for you. Maybe you need a little bit of help picking out an intention for your crystal. So I'm really excited to jump into this video. So the energy of really, being a student, going back to school, pursuing your education, maybe you are, working towards a degree, maybe you just got into college and it's gonna be like a brand new setting and you're kind of got some nerves. Or maybe it may be like a job, like maybe you need to do training and you're a student in that sense. Whatever it may be, this time when you go back to education and you are actively being a student, it really brings about this energy of newness. We're branching out in a new direction. And our energy, it's kind of split up in different categories. It's not always just about mental enhancement. So for the crystals that I picked out in this video, I really wanted to think about like outside influences, maybe like our inner conscious, what we kind of like go through when we are back at school or just pursuing education. So I'm really excited to dive into the crystals and give you a well-rounded approach towards being a student. Alrighty, so the first crystal on this list is definitely my favorite, and that is fluorite. Fluorite speaks of the power of thought, focus, and concentration, and encourages one's thinking to become orderly and coherent. It can assist with clearing away mental fog, confusion, or conflicting ideas. A wonderful stone for balancing the brain. My number one suggestion is definitely fluorite. This is a serious crystal hack for a student. Fluorite has a way of organizing our brain and retaining information like crazy. So I would definitely say whatever kind of fluorite you have, fluorite comes in a lot of different colors. Yellow fluorite is really known for mental concentration. It's a little bit more focused with our brain. Next up, green fluorite. This is definitely a little bit more towards our heart chakra energy there. But I will say, I've had the most amazing experiences with green fluorite and learning. So this is definitely probably my number one suggestion. And also rainbow fluorite. This is another great fluorite to use for school and learning. It's definitely more so kind of working with all of our chakras. It kind of brings this cleansing feeling to our chakras, but again, it's great for mental enhancement. Not only will fluorite really help you memorize and also perform really well in your academics, it has a way of really keeping you calm in that process too. You don't feel super overwhelmed when you're working with fluorite. So my number one suggestion for a student out there, definitely get some fluorite. Alrighty, and the next crystal on this list is carnelian. Carnelian activates the first, second, and third chakras, bringing an influx of life force, sexual and creative energies, and assertive will. It is a powerful aid to those who wish to build confidence, courage, passion, and power within themselves. Okay, so I know we all have a memory of going back to school and just having like this, I don't know, like this need to just be like confident. You know, we kind of show up with like our new haircut or new clothes or shoes, what have you. Like we want to make an impression. We want to feel confident. I feel like having carnelian with you on like your first day or your first week at school can really bring this influx of just courage and confidence with your education. Because carnelian activates our lower chakras, it really brings this influx of motivation. If you are maybe new to school, you just transferred into a new school, or you're going to university and you don't know anyone there, you know, having some carnelian with you or wearing a carnelian jewelry with you, it can really help you kind of like meet new people, be a little bit more chatty, a little bit more outgoing. And this can also help you in the sense of maybe you're taking a class that's really not your favorite, or it's a little challenging and you need something to keep you motivated. Carnelian is wonderful for this. Carnelian is definitely one of my favorite crystals. It just has so many amazing benefits towards it. And if you're just really looking to start off on like a really good foot with your education and being a student, I definitely recommend having some carnelian with you. And the next crystal on this list is ametrine. The energy of ametrine is useful in keeping the mind focused and alert when studying and learning. It should be used when one feels mentally sluggish, foggy, or unable to concentrate. Its vibrational pattern enhances brain processes and assists one in mental endeavors. Ametrine is a beautiful combination of amethyst and citrine, connecting us with the physical realm and our higher consciousness. It really assists us in creative thinking and also mental clarity. Absolutely perfect for a student. Since we really get to utilize both amethyst and citrine with ametrine, one of my favorite qualities about ametrine is that we get those protective vibes that amethyst provides. So if we feel like we want to have a little bit more protection with us when we're going back to school, ametrine is really awesome in that sense. And it also has this stimulation of our solar plexus with the citrine. So it gives us that confidence and that willpower to feel strong and protected. I definitely suggest having ametrine on your desk when you're doing homework or studying, what have you. Notice how your study habits may shift when you incorporate ametrine during that hour or however long you are doing your homework for. It really helps us so much in that sense. So definitely make sure you try ametrine. Alrighty, and the last crystal on this list is sunset sodalite. This creative stone stimulates the mind and connects it to source energy so that creative ideas can flow with ease. Easing writer's block, it supports academics, students, teachers, and disclosing the hidden significance behind what is learned or experienced. With inclusions of hematite, giving it that beautiful orangey red color, this is an ideal stone for those taking things easy, easing an anxiety that may be stirred up and pushing forward with courage. I love my sunset sodalite. It was a little hard for me to find. I don't know if maybe hard for you to find as well, but if you can find sunset sodalite, definitely grab it. I definitely suggest this stone for kind of like writing projects. If you are taking an English class or anything like that, where you're going to be writing a lot of essays, sunset sodalite is absolutely wonderful for that creative process. Sodalite really helps with enhancing our intuition and also keeping our logical thoughts in order. It's a beautiful balance between the left and right brain, especially with sunset sodalite. I really love this one. I feel like it's a little bit out of the box, but if you can grab a sunset sodalite, I know you will love having it with you when you are pursuing your education. Okay, so now that I went over some really helpful crystals for students, let's now dive into some crystal pairings that you can do. This first crystal pairing is to help you with memorizing. I definitely use this pairing a lot because I like to be prepared before I talk on camera and present information. So I can definitely say that this pairing works very well, and that is pairing fluorite with lapis lazuli. So both are known for helping us with memorization. So if you set an intention with both of these together to really help you memorize information, maybe you're in a time crunch, you didn't study, and you're doing like a power hour before a test, I definitely recommend pairing these two together and setting that intention. All right, so this next crystal pairing is for anyone out there that gets a little bit anxious before taking a test. Maybe you have to speak in front of a teacher or your peers and you're a little nervous and you need something to calm your nerves. I definitely recommend pairing ametrine with lepidolite. Like I said, ametrine is such a powerhouse for a student because it has amethyst and citrine. It's just like this beautiful combo. So the power of amethyst, really this calming sensation that we get when we are holding amethyst, paired with lepidolite, a stone known for aiding us with anxiety, excessive worry. You pair these two together, setting an intention that you are not going to feel any anxiety, you're going to feel cool, calm, and collected, will greatly assist you if you notice that you are an anxious test taker or what have you. So definitely try this pairing out. And this next crystal pairing is for anyone out there that needs to build more confidence. Maybe you'll be working with others and you just want to feel, good in that sense. I suggest pairing carnelian with sunstone. So this makes such a stellar pairing because it really brings this influx of confidence, leadership, and just like life force energy. You're going to be very talkative. You're going to be feeling good. If you know that you're going to be doing maybe like a lab or a group setting, you're going to be chit-chatting with other students. This is wonderful to pair together to bring about this self-confidence and just inner knowing that you're working with a team and you're going to accomplish your goals. I also find this pairing very helpful if there is a subject that maybe you're not the best in and you need a little extra push towards retaining the information, finding interest in what it is, whatever it may be. Sunstone is definitely one of those stones that helps you get in flow with whatever you're trying to pursue. So I definitely recommend this pairing. Alrighty, and this next crystal pairing is for all the writers out there. If you need just this constant flow of words, you need to write a bunch of essays or whatever it may be, I definitely recommend pairing sunset sodalite and sunstone. So this is actually a crystal pairing that I'm doing right now. I'm working on a little writing project and I have been loving this pairing just because it really helps with stimulating our mind with kind of like ideas, but also like having the will to just keep going. Maybe we put everything down, pen to paper, we put all our ideas down, and then we kind of sort out and see which ones work and which ones don't. But we need that initial just like brain dump, all of our ideas just coming out like this flow. So I definitely recommend if you're a writer or you need a lot of different things coming out, a lot of creativity coming out of your brain, I definitely recommend sunset sodalite and sunstone. And I have one last crystal pairing to share with you. This is just for some good old protection, when it comes to school, what have you. You want to feel extra security. Maybe there's some people that are bugging you or what have you. You just want to feel like an extra energetic, support with protection. I definitely recommend pairing ametrine or amethyst. You could have plain amethyst with black tourmaline. So pairing these two together, simply calling in protection. You can be as detailed as possible, protection from blah, 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 or protection from getting bad grades, whatever it may be. This is a great combination to provide protection for you. So do what you want with it, but this one is definitely a good one for protection. Now that we have gone over the crystals, we've gone over some crystal pairings, I would love to now go over some intentions. I know this can be a little tricky for some people trying to think of an intention for their crystal. I think this is really important that we really narrow down the intention for our stones so they can work extra hard for us. So I'm just going to go over some intentions for the crystals that I listed out. So the first one I'm going to share with you is intentions for fluorite. This is an overall great intention for fluorite, just to use it as a student. And that is, my mind is clear and I am ready to activate my mental powers. Another great intention for fluorite is, I call in mental concentration. Again, you can always personalize your intention if it's for a certain thing that you're trying to accomplish in your life. I hope that those two can give some ideas, stimulate some ideas for you. Now let's go into some intentions for carnelian. So I like this one. You can say, I take action with confidence. Another intention can be, my actions are filled with purpose and passion. Love those two, really great for stimulating that creative force within us. Next up, we have some intentions for ametrine. I find balance in learning and living my life. I align my thoughts and will for my highest educational pursuits. And last but not least, sunset sodalite. Intentions I like for this stone are, my mind is working at full capacity and I can solve problems and provide solutions. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it was helpful as you pursue your education, going back to school, starting a new course, or whatever you are doing in your life right now. I am sending so much abundance your way and lots of mental enhancement. I'm wishing you luck on your pursuits. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Come on and check out some of my other videos. There are honestly so many great crystals for students. If there's a crystal that I didn't mention that you would love to bring up in the comments, that you love and you've had great results with, please don't be shy. Let us know in the comments. I would love to hear what crystal it is. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next one.